All right, it's your boy Vaders is on the rise, and today I'm with Double. How you doing today, G?
What's up, my boy?
How's your day going?
Shit, man, we had a nigga. I ain't gonna know why I'm looking at the watch. Look, we having a great night, man. We just had sushi. You had your beverage of choice. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with that shit, man. I'm bad from that shit.
Yeah, you're crazy. Yeah, Hennessy is the wave. It will always be the wave. I'm sorry, bro. I
Not for me.
not for you,
Not no
and
more.
and that's okay.
Tequila poppy.
Wait, what?
Tequila up. Tequila up.
Tequila up?
Yeah,
Nah.
top shelf. It gotta be top shelf too. Can't not the dirty tequila. The top shelf tequila.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can't drink dirty no more.
Why not?
Man, take me to a dirty place. Man.
You said I'd take you to a dirty place?
Yo, go ahead, yo. Yeah.
All right.
Take me where you be at.
All right, shit, yeah. I ain't gonna cap. I sip the Henny. I ain't gonna lie. I sip the Henny. I ain't gonna say I'll be a demon, but I'll be I'll be something. You know what I'm saying?
I can't be no demon no more, man. I got kids and shit, man. We try to chill. I'm demon day is done.
I respect it. So like, obviously we well, the audience doesn't know, but how we linked up is through Jug. I pulled up on Jug one day on Big Deuce Block. You know what it is, and that's where I grew up as well. And stumbled across you. You happened to be there as well. And, you know, we pulled up, we did the interview. You was there. You're cool with Jug. Let me ask you this. How did you get in tune with Jug?
Damn. I met Jug on I met Jug on straight gangbanging time. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't too many Crips at that time, there wasn't too many Crips in the area. You feel me? Like it was like in that area, it was a blood city. The East Coast of blood. You know how that shit go, especially back in then. So if you Crip at them times, you want to know everybody in the area, especially people that's of some importance or significance, and not just meaning like people ain't important, but somebody you could reach out to, somebody that can help you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not saying that people need help, but it's just somebody you could reach out, somebody you could rely on.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So how we met is you just be with certain people. You be like, yo, look, this Jug. So maybe I seen him. I probably get introduced to him 2 or 3 times before I even know. Yo, this Jug. I already know Jug. So you be around these certain people. But I met him through probably through Flago. One of my homies who ain't here no more. One of my best friends. One of my top guys. I met him through him, and we stay connected ever since. Like, you feel me? Like, you know, he was younger than us back then. So, but you know, niggas rise, and things change. You feel what I'm saying? So over times when he changing, I'm running around doing shit too. So I came home. He came home right after me, and it was just like niggas, just like old times.
Okay.
You feel me?
So you're not obviously. Jug is from Plainfield. Well, Voxburg or Foxhall, some crazy place.
Yeah,
but
Foxhall.
If you guys have watched, I'm talking to the audience. If you guys watched the interview with Jug, he moved to Plainfield in the 2000 era, and he's been in Plainfield for about 20 years. Now, going on from that, now you are not from Plainfield, correct?
No.
And where are you from?
I'm from Newark, New Jersey.
You
feel me? But I moved around a lot. Like, I'm one of them niggas, like, I moved around every year until I moved to Plainfield.
Yeah.
Film centers everywhere. Like, we moved around every year. So I lived in Maryland. By the time I came to North Plainfield. Then I Plainfield. Then I go back to Newark. And then come back to Plainfield. Then go back to Newark. Like, and then go back to Maryland and shit like that. Like, I did all that throughout. But majority of high school I spent in that area.
Okay, so in high school you were in Plainfield.
I went to North.
Okay, so you went to North Plainfield.
Yeah, it's almost like the same shit. North Plainfield.
North Plainfield, yeah. A lot of people. It's funny growing up.
Yeah, a lot of people like try to distinguish. Like, no, to me, it's almost damn the same thing.
Yeah.
To me, because I'm not from there.
If anything, there's like Plainfield, and then there's
but it's two
Like
different
there's
counties.
like mountainside. Like those get like very like intertwined with each other. A lot of people get those
It's
mixed
weird.
up.
It's weird over there. Cause
Yeah.
you from like North Irvington, East Orange, all that shit, one county.
Yeah.
And then you come out here, North Plainfield, Somerset County,
Yeah.
Plainfield, Union County,
Yeah.
South Plainfield, Middlesex County. So like a lot of people from North don't even want to come out here. Like like saying some of my homies like, you at? You where? Man, I ain't drive over there, man. I ain't going, you gonna get locked up. Like that's the mentality. So that just keep them from even wanting to even come out this way. Like,
so what is it like growing up in like Newark?
Newark is different. I'm gonna keep it real. Like when you young, you don't notice that shit. You don't notice nothing about where you from until you go somewhere different. So let's just say I grew up in Newark. I wouldn't know nothing about Newark unless I went to Maryland and see how they live in Maryland or DC. Now, or Plainfield and North Plainfield. So I could tell you the difference because I live in all of them. You live in Newark, right? Newark is a big urban city. You go to DC, DC is a big urban city, right? So Newark and DC is like the same. Newark, DC, Baltimore, Philly, same shit, different slang, different attire. You feel what I'm saying? But they on the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you went to that life, it's the same shit. You feel what I'm saying? And if you live in a legitimate life, it's still kind of the same too because of the surroundings. Like you feel what I'm saying? So the urban community, period. The major cities, the major urban community. So let's just say, right, Newark is an urban community, biggest city, urban community in Jersey. So like DC, nothing but an urban community. Baltimore, all that shit the same. Like how everything's structured. How they got gangs, how they got fucking drugs, all that shit structured the same. So when I like go see other places, nigga, I learned shit in Maryland I ain't learned in Newark, or DC that I didn't learn in Newark. You feel what I'm saying? So when I lived in Plainfield, North Plainfield, to me it was a little different because it wasn't apartments. That was my first time living in a house. So back then you would sleep on it. Like nigga, people you would like when my family used to come out here, my cousins used to come, they be like, what the fuck is this? Like, where the fuck we at? You feel me? And I'll be like, nah, it ain't what you think it is. Like, nigga, I be getting jumped all the fucking time. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Shit, we like 13, 12, 13. They don't understand it. You feel me? And I ain't understand how they didn't understand when you coming from somewhere that's more dangerous. How you don't understand what I'm going through coming from him and you somewhere where it's more dangerous. But I learned, a smaller area kind of can be more dangerous than a bigger city. You know what I mean? Just because everybody knew everybody.
Word.
That shit crazy, yo.
Plainfield is full of Spanish people now too, Latino, whatever the fuck. Because I don't give a fuck. I was gonna say this, but I don't really care. People try to correct you. Oh, it's Latino. It's Latino. I don't give a fuck. Spanish, whatever. Y'all niggas speak different than us. Y'all niggas got a different culture. That's what y'all is. I'm saying Spanish.
So
I don't give a fuck.
You believe that?
What? I believe in what?
That they different from us and they got different culture.
No, them niggas ain't different. Them niggas, yo, hey, bruh, them niggas, them Spanish niggas, whatever, them niggas live by the same type of code. Them niggas don't talk to no. Honestly, they code a lot, might be more strong. I ain't gonna lie. Their loyalty is insane. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, the Spanish, the Latino, whatever, yo, them niggas
Everybody
don't play.
But us.
Them niggas do not play.
Everybody but us.
But us, yeah. They code is crazy.
Why is that?
Why is that? I don't know why that is. I think why that is because we just got broken up because black people got a different type of history. Niggas got taken over, niggas got taken to it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Target, we got shit on us.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That might be why. But even with the Latino people, I don't think they really give a fuck. They keep their money in, they culture and everything. But
because they got culture.
Yeah. And our culture is a little different.
What we talking about off camera? What we talking about off camera? What our culture is?
You said hip hop and gangbanging.
That's our culture.
Yeah,
that's our culture.
You know what I'm saying? But even in
that's black culture.
But even in the gangster world, or the gang banging world, even that is the loyalty only goes as far as the streets, and the streets can be a wild place.
You know what's
The code
crazy?
is insane. And this is actually a segue because I wanted to ask you the
What's
next
up?
question I wanted to ask you was going to be, so when did you get involved, or when was the gang life opened up to you?
Hey, bro, you know, so I'm like one of them niggas. Like I ain't really want to be like a gang. I niggas is trying to get me to join the gang forever.
Mm.
Ever. I'm like, man, I ain't doing that. I ain't with all that. Like, I thought I was too cool for that shit. Like, I thought it's almost unavoidable. You feel what I'm saying? It's almost like you gotta do it. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, so it's like you gotta pick where fits you. So I went with my area, with my family, what was close to me, rather than where other people was trying to lead you. I just went to the home base. So shit, young, teenager, you feel me? Everybody start off like loose looking, like I'm Crip. They don't even got no set. You feel me? Just because your affiliation, just because of your family, because of the area you in. So that's just what it was. Like that's what I call it, loose looking. Like, feel I'm an old ass Crip, so like loose looking. That's what we called it back then.
Like you don't really got a set,
Like
but
you could
like,
probably have a set, you could, but you wasn't really official. You just was
okay,
kind of like,
because that's who you
just
hang with or be
you
around,
just claiming it, but you wasn't really. You ain't get like
your
people don't.
stripes or whatnot.
You ain't either get your stripes or you ain't get your minutes. You ain't get your three.
You get your
You ain't get your
rounds.
round.
Yeah.
So you know it's different. It's different lingo for different people. Some people say round. Some people say a round. Some people say three. You know what I'm saying? Crips three. You feel what I'm saying? Get your 3 minutes. Whatever. It's different things for different sets, and like you know how that shit go. Like it's
Different stroke for different folk.
It's different things for whatever you involved in. That's what y'all shit is. You feel me? But like you said, it's either gaining stripes. Some people don't gotta, you know what I mean, get in the circle. You feel what I'm saying? Some people just gaining stripes. Some people get blessed. Some people just got it like that. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I got in that circle. That shit hurt it too.
He said that shit hurt it.
Shit hurt it. Like you feel me? Like so, like it's but so long. Like you go from like niggas let you claim, but it's like it's almost like a hating thing. Like yeah, you could claim. Yo, you ain't get your shit yet.
Yeah. I had to get my ass whooped. What is you talking about?
Yeah, let's go. It's kind of more of that thing. Like yeah, like I was getting away with it for so long. It's like you ain't double way. You ain't get your shit. All right, you gotta get your shit, bro.
Yeah. What was it like in that moment? Like, were you like scared, or was it like, was you like nervous?
I ain't your real talk. I don't fear nothing but Allah. I don't fear nothing. So, but even at that time, I ain't really had no spiritual beliefs. Like all my family, you know, what I'm saying, I don't know. Some of my family, I don't know if they even had spiritual beliefs because they didn't express that to us. Like, you know, my mother, I done been to a Baptist church. Like, I done been to church by myself. My mother used to put us on the bus, and I go to church, to a Baptist church. I didn't know what was going on, but it seemed like the right thing to do. You feel what I'm saying? So you gonna go with the right thing to do, you know. My grandfathers, my uncles, they all Muslim, got Muslim names. I always watch my grandfather. He ain't here no more. Rest in peace, Big Daddy. He ain't here no more. But I always watch my grandfather read the paper and read the Quran. So I read the paper and read it. And my uncles, all my uncles read the paper and the Quran. I think all my uncles read the paper and the Quran. So that's one thing I picked up from. And they played like sports, so I picked up from that. But when it comes to that, like that shit different. Like when I was, I ain't have to be no Crip. I ain't have to. At the time, I didn't have to. I did it for thrill. I did it. You could say I wouldn't even say like do it to be down because I was already down. I wouldn't even say I did it to fit in because I ain't really have to fit in. I would just say I did it all pure through. I did it so nobody can hang it over my head.
Like, oh, you claiming this, you never get your round.
Yeah, it's kind of something like that. It ain't like nobody else would say it. It'll only be like immediate. That would be like a thing that's unsaid.
It's something that you just personally think about.
Because Or maybe let's say you my homie and you got yours.
Yeah.
And you know I ain't get mine.
Ooh, yeah.
And maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe I'm rising. Even though it might be negativity, but at the time you see it as rising in the ranks. But let's just say I'm riding, I ain't getting my shit. How you gonna feel about me?
You ain't real
When
right.
I ain't getting that circle.
Yeah.
And I'm not real right? Or you just don't feel like I'm real right?
I would feel like, nah, I feel like you're not real right. I would feel like you're not. I could tell
So
you
how would I
why.
rise in the ranks if I ain't real right?
Because
Why you ain't rise? So am
you
I
said
real
why they're
right? Or
not.
why is you real right?
Yeah.
How you real right if you ain't rising?
Because
How I ain't get my shit
I'm
right?
gonna tell you why. Because I would be real right off principles and tradition.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So
I agree.
that's that.
I would agree. That's why I did it.
Okay. There we go. Okay.
That's why I did it because I didn't want to get shown no love. I basically was getting shown the love.
Yeah. Because you don't want to give nobody.
And then,
I get what you're saying. You don't want to give nobody
it was
no
me,
reason.
and it was kind of like my big brother at the time. Like, man, I double gonna get his shit. And it's like when they first of all, you ain't gonna even go. There ain't nobody gonna put you in a circle if you ain't even gonna be able to get it. So I got 8 minutes. Niggas getting 3 minutes. Like, we wasn't even supposed to be doing that back then. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't supposed to give nobody no 8 minutes, nigga. That's why niggas ain't want to fuck with it. Fuck you beating on a nigga for 8 minutes for?
Yeah, that's insane.
I ain't never get that shit ever again. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't never get beat like that ever again. I ain't never feared fighting nobody ever again. I don't think I ever feared fighting nobody before that. But what I'm saying is I never feared getting jumped. It's kind of like a rites of passage. So some people, I look at it as a thrill and a rites of passage. It was cool.
You want to hear something weird? I used to, like I said, like growing up as a kid, like I used to be so scared of like fighting and shit. Like I used to never want to fight.
Because you ain't know you could fight.
That and I just didn't want to I don't know.
Not
confrontational.
Yeah,
not confrontational. But you want to hear something weird? I never feared like getting jumped though. I fear fighting someone one-on-one, but I never feared getting jumped. Because I always felt like when you got jumped, like not like I would have an excuse as to why I got beat
even
up.
If you lost, you got jumped.
Yeah, I didn't run. So I was never afraid of that. I don't know.
You got to think logical, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is how I think, right? I'm a little dude. I've been fighting all my fucking life. All my fucking life. My mother said my first fight was at 5, and I haven't stopped since. I still was fighting. Look at my knuckles. I'm still fighting. A couple weeks ago. You feel what I'm saying? That's just I don't that type of violence. I don't have no fear. That's all I've been seeing. Like, that's why you be good. Like in jail, like if you fearless, you be alright. Remember we was talking. I said, yo, you be alright. You have to go to jail just because you just gotta stand up for yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody wants a hard fight. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody want nobody that's gonna kick up on them. Nobody want that. Nobody wants somebody that's just as aggressive as them. Now, there's some people that do. There's some nutcases. you know what I'm saying? Some niggas like, oh, it's a good time.
We got a good one, guys.
This is gonna be. You feel me? We got some recreation. But they gonna respect you after that, man. I promise you. I promise you. Every fight I ever got in, and I lost, but I lost to some good dude. I was supposed to lose the fights I lost.
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? I was supposed to lose those fights. But just going in there, kicking, fighting, you gotta fight it's almost fight to the death. You feel what I'm saying? Real talk. Especially when you it's almost fight to the death. So you gotta it's almost like you saying like, you gotta get that 3. You gotta prove yourself. You gotta go show this man you ain't scared of him. So now he know he ain't scared of me and I ain't scared of him. I really don't even have a problem with him. But now I know he ain't scared of me. So I can't bully him because every time I try to fuck with him, he gonna kick up. Gonna kick up. It's gonna be action. Who really want that every time? They want the easy licks. They don't want kick up action. And they gonna gain respect. Oh man, I fuck with him. I like how he roll. He with us. That's how I usually roll. Like that's how I usually roll with me. Like you kick up, you stand up for yourself. What I gotta do? I gotta shoot some fades. I gotta line it up. All right, let's do that. You know what I'm saying? It's respect. You feel what I'm saying? And only like niggas with high respect in class, you could get that off, but you only gonna get that off with big bros and niggas that got time in. Young niggas don't give a fuck about that, but it's always somebody that do give a fuck about that, and they give a fuck about how they gonna be perceived if they let this shit go down on they.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that will give a fuck about
about
rounds.
listen.
I don't know why. I'm not a street nigga, but like if
Has
I was
nothing
in
to
the
do with
street, if I don't know, I would just be in my mind like,
You know
yo,
why?
they told me
I'm about
that
to
this
tell
is
you.
what it is.
Because
Why
you
is it?
know, you don't gangbang, right?
No.
All right. So you looking at from outside, you like, yo, this is the rules of gangbanging. You say you're Crip, you're Crip, community revolution in progress. You say you brotherly love, overall oppression and destruction of society. How the fuck is y'all doing that if that's what you is? It doesn't make sense to me. Why y'all beefing with each other if that's what you is? So that's the logic you gonna have. A nigga that's in this man, hey homie ain't your homie. Fuck them niggas, man. Fuck that other set. Fuck that. So you ain't gonna understand what I'm understanding. Because when I first came in, I thought it was what you thought.
Yeah. Like just traditional.
It's not traditional.
You know?
Especially now. But to go back to it, man, like, man, that shit was a thrill. Shit was fun. Until you find out what it really is. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's why everybody fold. That's why niggas can't hold it up no more. That's why people tell. Because when you find out, is it really worth it? Holding it up?
Yeah.
So now is you holding up Crip or is you holding up you being a man? So now at the end of the day, if we learn Crip or blood, does it teach you to be, is it really telling you to be a man? It's telling you to be a leader. All the real shit telling you the real shit, the shit that came from Black Panthers and shit that spread, is no negativity. There's nothing, I've never seen nothing that said sell drugs and shoot people. I've never seen nothing or it's never been spread to me that that's what this shit is for. So I ain't never necessarily, even though that stuff was around it, that's not what it was for. That's not what I was taught. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it's a thrill, man. It's fun. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? You could even say it's like a fad. You feel me?
Oh, it's definitely a fad, especially in today's age.
Yeah,
it's a fad.
Some people, it ain't no fad when this shit 20 years.
Yeah.
What's the fad? If it's 20 years.
I don't know, bro. That's the
fad.
weird thing.
It ain't no fad no more. For me, it ain't no fad.
It's a fad, bro.
But it's a fad for people that
in the music industry
and shit hot right now.
Just like on social media, for some reason, like being a gangbanger is like hot.
You wanna know why it's hot?
Why?
You wanna know why being a gangbanger is hot? Right? Bandana is high fashion. Like this is my shit. Right? This is fucking Python type of material, right? That's high fashion, like snake skin, bandanas is high fashion right now. It's commercial. It's commercial. It's in the music. It's commercial. Gang banging is commercialized right now, right?
Yeah.
Right? White kids gang banging all over the country. Shit from the East Coast going this way. Shit from the West Coast going this way. Shit from the Midwest going everywhere. Right? That's what it is. It's the culture. What you thought I was lying when I said that was off cam? I said that. It's the culture, nigga. Our culture is hip hop and gangbanging. That's part of our shit. That's what we spread. That shit is in every state. Just like you said about the Spanish people. The Spanish people in Plainfield, what you think they doing? They fucking gangbanging. They got their culture, their country, which is their culture, and they fucking gangbanging. We don't got no culture. Our culture is hip hop. That's for black people. Hip hop. All the other shit we had that was for black people ain't fucking really hitting no more.
That shit might be for white people now. That's the other weird thing.
That's the biggest
because that's the biggest. Yeah, that's the biggest consumer.
It's for us. Who people say for us?
For us. Yeah, for us.
Us.
Yeah.
It's for them by us.
Fuck you, by us. That shit.
I used to like FUBU, man. That shit was like that.
FUBU used to be lit.
FUBU was lit back in the early the jerseys. That shit was crazy. I had one FUBU jersey and I rocked that shit crazy. It was yellow, all yellow. I
never had FUBU. Keep it 1,000. I used to be poor as shit. I'll tell you a story. One time my mom got me some when I was mad young. And
how poor? You lived in a house or you lived in the project?
Nigga, I was with the roaches. It didn't matter. It didn't matter, bro.
Good,
You with the roaches, it don't matter, bro. I'm saying it. I don't give a fuck. Like I keep it 1,000.
Was it mice?
It don't make me.
Was it mice?
I don't know, but I've been in the crib with mice. I ain't gonna lie. I've been there, bro. I've been in the struggle.
You been hungry before?
Huh?
You ever like been hungry before?
What you mean?
Like you hungry?
Like, bro, I can't eat.
Like really ain't had no food. Like had to go to sleep.
Hungry. Nigga, yes.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I got.
Yeah, bro. Like, but going off from that, like one time when I was super duper young, like my mom used to always give me fake shoes. But this one particular story, it get me hot every time because it's like, damn, these shoes. And my mom got me some fake Tims. And no cap, I remember they was in the window and it was called Tim Tams.
Wow.
Tim Tams. I will never forget.
So your mom just ain't have a clue or she just...
Nah, my mom my mom just ain't had a bread like that, but my mom always wanted the best for me, you feel me? So I never, to this day, I don't hold it against my mom. Yeah. Maybe when I was younger, because I was immature. Yeah. And you know, when you're a kid, you want what everyone else got. Yeah. So I can sit here and admit that like I was just young. It doesn't matter. Material shit don't matter. Yeah. But growing up, I was sick. I ain't gonna cap. Sick. And it was Tim Tams. And I'm
what the fuck is
what the fuck is a Tim Tam, bro?
It's spelled?
Yes.
Oh, it said Tim's twice?
Nah. I had the fake. I remember it had the like I got on real Tims now. They had the fake.
Yes, all right. So I see the real Tims. So what the fake Tims had?
The fake Tims had like, I don't even think it had the circle. You know, you got the circle like that's around the tree and shit. Absolutely. I don't even think it had the circle. Like from what I remember, I think it was just a tree stamp. Yeah, and it was Tim Tams. I remember there was in the window, bro. I laugh about it now because it really is a funny ass story. But I used to be hot growing up. I remember
Did you wear them?
Huh? Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm gonna just not listen to my mom and get my ass beat or some shit like that, or disrespect my mom's hard-earned money. Like, you feel me?
I ain't wear shit that wasn't valid.
And
put that shit right in the back of the closet.
I remember one time I went to high school. There's another time I went to high school. I got some fake ACGs. I didn't even know they was fake though. I keep it 1,000. I didn't even know they was fake. But a dude was like, they was like having a roasting session. You know how when you laugh, like the niggas, like if you laugh too hard, niggas will just turn and be like, the fuck you laughing at? And they just turn on you. That's what happened.
Yeah, what the fuck you laughing at?
Yeah. ACGs? Whoa, that's the thing. So they didn't look fake, but then he was like, man, I don't even know if those real. You matter of fact, and he just like, he didn't even ask for permission, and that nigga just went, grabbed the tongue of my shoe, and looked on the inside. I'm like, I was so confused by the situation.
So was they fake though?
Nigga, yeah. And he was like, he not even wearing ACGs. They say ASG. And then everyone was just like, oh, like, but at the time, I was wanting to beat his fucking ass at that time.
Could you beat him though? Did you think you could have beat him?
Yeah.
So why you ain't do nothing?
I don't know. Cause I was telling him like, yo, if you want to fight, we would go in the locker room.
What type of dude was he though? That was like,
he was like, yo, I swear shit was like a comic book. He was like one of the he was like the popular like football player dude, jockey dude. Do you think he was intimidated? And I was like, huh?
Do you think he was intimidated?
I used to be scared of him.
Nah, so look. So at that time, do you think you were scared of him?
Like my 8th grade summer going into 9th grade.
So were you scared of him at the time he was hiking on you?
Nah, because I was in 10th grade at the time.
So what? So did you think you could take him?
Yeah.
So why didn't you?
Oh, because I don't think he was about it.
Do you think that that he killed you with the AC? Do you think like it's like because their shits was fake? Damn,
the shits was fake.
He got me.
No, but you know what it was? It wasn't even that. It was just like, I think it was like later that day he was ripping on me again. Like he would like I said, like I knew him since like middle school. Like, cause my sister was in a higher grade than me. So he was in that grade. So my sister was popular, and then I have another sister that was also popular in high school that was older than both of us. So like I was popular by associates because those were my family members. Those were my sisters. You know what I'm saying? So
like, you see yourself like, all right, as soon as I start standing up for myself, things change.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that at like 5 years old.
See, no, I did not notice that at 5 years old. No, not at all.
I noticed that violence is the key, whether you win, lose, or draw. Once you get it popping, like that just set the tone right there. That's what it is. So either we gonna be cool, we're not gonna be cool, or we gonna get it popping every time we
Yeah,
see each other.
I think that was like my fault growing up. Like even, growing up, like seeing like, you can only take so much, and then after a while, when people are like comfortable with bullying the same person, they don't even take the person serious when the person's like, "Yo, well, what do you want to do?" They're like looking at you like, "Nigga, what the fuck?" Like, I will whoop your fucking ass, regardless of if you feel different, or regardless of even if you know you will fuck them up. Like, they will just look at you like, no.
Yo,
And I think that's what it was.
So it's psychological. I done beat people I know I couldn't beat.
Yeah. I've done.
So why do you think that?
Oh, because I think that when people get punched in the face, when they never been punched in the face before, they kind of they get in this weird fucking mode where it's like, oh, I didn't know that I could.
I didn't know that you would punch me in the face.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. So it's weird, But we're straying along. We're talking about. So going off from that. Now we know that if you don't be a bitch, people will not fuck with you. I think we could get from that. And going on from the whole
standing up for yourself.
Yeah, stand up for yourself. And going on from like gangbanging, obviously, that you were talking about before, because I keep in mind.
Yeah, that's what we saying.
You were saying that, I have all that in mind. Don't worry. The thrill of it that you're saying you didn't want to gangbang, but obviously it being around in your environment and everything, you eventually went to that. Not because that you wanted to, or because that
not because I had to.
Yeah, not because you had to, but
because I wanted to.
It was because you wanted to, but also because the thrill of it. There you
Absolutely.
go. So
I want to state this: like some people join for protection.
Mm-hmm.
Some people join for thrill, just like me. Some people join for brotherhood. Some people join because they're forced.
I hear a lot of people join because of brotherhood. I hear a lot of people join
camaraderie.
Yeah,
that's your real talk. I hear the scared shit a lot. I don't see people joining, especially if you join in the early 2000s. You joined Crip. To me, you was a nut.
Yeah.
There's no point of there's blood rule on it.
But Crips is like super popular now.
Yeah,
super. It's like not even funny.
It's hot.
Yeah.
It's hot right now. That's this. It's commercial. Remember I was talking about how it's commercial.
Yeah.
So that's why it's hot. You see how Dipset made blood commercial. Like, you feel what I'm saying? You see how like Snoop made Crip hot in '93. Dipset did that for Bloods in 2000. And then, like, when I come home, Nipsey Hussle. So Crip hot again. So from 2000 to Nipsey Hussle, it was Dipset and Bloods.
Yeah, well, Jim Jones got Bloods looking crazier now. That was crazy.
Jim Jones, what's up with Jim Jones?
Because they're saying that Jim Jones is a snitch. They're saying that Jim Jones is an informant. I don't know. That's not my business. That's crazy.
You can't really say nobody really a snitch or informant unless you have paperwork.
Exactly.
What you could say is they speculate or they
allegedly.
Now, that's Jim Jones, like, right? And all them niggas in the federal case, right? So let's just say I'm not gonna call Jim Jones a rat. I've been around Jim Jones, and I know people that fuck with Jim Jones, and they be around Jim Jones. I was just in the spot. Me and Jug just went to the concert that he had, and
I think I saw that.
Shit was dope.
On Insta, yeah.
That shit was dope. Me and Jug was in there. Shit was crazy. It was memorable. Like, everybody was in there.
Yeah.
Everybody in there. You feel me? But I'm not gonna say he a rat because I ain't seen no paperwork on him, and that's not what I believe. You feel what I'm saying? You know, people get rounded up in the case, and he got caught on the phone talking about it. But like, I got a case where people got caught on the phone, and people was mentioned on the phone, but they didn't get locked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They not in the conspiracy. So just having a phone conversation with somebody in the conspiracy doesn't mean that you should be in the conspiracy. You feel what I'm saying? I got conversations with people that wasn't in my conspiracy that could be suspect to be conspiracy like, and I'm not calling them a rat because I know they ain't got. I barely got something to do with my conspiracy. How can I say this person got something to do with it? You feel what I'm saying?
So can you talk about that? So obviously, we talked off camera multiple times, and we have each other's numbers, so we can talk. speaking on that, you've gone to prison, right?
Yeah.
So what can you talk about what you went to prison for?
Yeah, I got conspiracy for 100 grams of heroin or more. So it was like basically an investigation. You know, feds do like a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. And they investigated Michael Jackson for 20 years. So their investigation is just an investigation for whatever they investigate. You feel me? So they wasn't probably investigating me or who I got locked up with. It probably was bigger than us. But what they do is they grab everybody hoping somebody cooperate. So basically everybody they grabbed cooperated against us two. The last two remaining, me and my co-D, who he locked back up. Free him. Free True V. He locked back up. Hopefully he get through that. You feel me? I'm upset that he back in there. You feel me? Because he know better than that. He's an intelligent dude,
Yeah.
and I learned a lot from him. So I feel like how you my big bro, and you back in there, and I learned from you. You feel me? So, you know what I mean, free him. But that's how that shit go. Like you feel me? Like feds. So basically, I got arrested by the feds for conspiracy of 100 grams of heroin or more. I ain't never sold heroin really in my life. You feel me? But I got caught up in a conspiracy because of who I was fucking with, who my colleagues was. You feel me? And I don't really fault, I don't really fault them. I don't really fault them. Feel me? Because it's basically like you can say I got caught. I gotta say I got caught in a conspiracy with my big bro. Like you feel me? But I can't say it's his fault. You feel me? Because this nigga done got me from doing some other stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Like he
Yeah.
done brought me from over here to over here. So even though this over here ain't necessarily right, it's still better than over there. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like when I was telling you about like rising up in the ranks, but
Yeah.
it ain't positive, it's negative. So I was kind of like rising up in the ranks, not in a good way, but at that time it looked like a good way. You feel me? Because it's profitable.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because it's easier. You feel what I'm saying? So I thought. You feel me? So, but I basically got caught in a conspiracy for heroin. I ain't really fuck with heroin. I was fucking with prescriptions, but that shit don't hold up to what heroin do. So fuck whatever I was doing, because that shit ain't nothing compared to what this is. So man, I was going to trial for like 3.5 years. Caught another state case while going to trial, while waiting on trial for the feds. I was innocent of that case. I fought that case for like 11 months. The feds is on me even harder because they like, yo, he locked up now. He going on his ass. Like, you feel me? So they come harder. Like, that's how you know it's a lot of rats. Like, especially when it comes to the federal shit. Like, you feel me? It's a lot of rats, and a lot of people can't handle that pressure. You feel what I'm saying? Like the way they were coming, how disrespectful, how the shit they were saying. Man, that shouldn't make it. I know. Let's just say let's say my mother sitting right next to me, and they interrogating me, and they saying, tell her, my mother gonna be like, yo, tell her what, mom, shut up. Telling them, she know you told me not to say nothing my whole life. Now you're gonna tell me to say something?
Yeah.
Not saying that happened, but I'm just giving a scenario.
Mm-hmm.
I know my mother would say that, even though my whole life she told me don't say nothing. At this moment, she gonna say tell him because of the pressure that she can't handle.
Mm-hmm.
She a woman. So do you think I'm gonna sell drugs with my mother and put my mother in that predicament? Think I'm gonna hustle out my mother's house so my mother gonna tell on me? Or my mother gotta go to jail? Or I gotta tell my mother, tell on me so you don't go to jail? I ain't never did shit out my mother's house or nobody's house. And if I did, I'm taking the blame for it. You feel me? So you wouldn't be in that predicament where you have to tell, because that ain't you. Now, conspiracy put you in a predicament where I ain't do nothing. Most people gonna tell. 98% conviction rate, they gonna tell. Like, I ain't selling no heroin. That's his shit. That's why the feds 98% conviction rate. They gonna come after a nigga like me that didn't have nothing to do with that, but just know him or fuck with him. And now that I know him and fuck with him, I know what's going on. And you know what's going on. You gonna tell us or you going down with him? Well, fuck it. I gotta go down with my man because I knew what was going on, and that's just make it stupid. So now I don't hang around niggas that got shit going like that.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to go down. So I just don't put myself in that predicament.
So and around what time was this? Like what year was this?
This was 2013. And my daughter was just born. The guy we was talking about that introduced me to Jug just got killed. I got arrested by the feds. I was out on bail. I got arrested. I got arrested in August. I got out a month later. I had to fight to get out. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how niggas go to jail and just be sitting in there fighting over TV and over dumb shit. Nigga, my Cody, he said, "Yo, look, this how fuck crazy the feds is. Like, so we get arrested in Newark, they take us to Hudson County. I don't know, you know, sometimes they got a contract in different counties. So they take us to Hudson County. I'm like, yo, I ain't good over here. Nigga, my Cody blood. So I'm like, look, this ain't it. For me, nigga, as soon as these doors buzz, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I'm going with my people."
Yeah.
He's like, "Nah, man, you don't gotta do that. You with me, you good." We ain't even make it to the doors buzzing. They must have been listening to our conversation or something, nigga. They bust the door, and they transfer my Cody out. I don't even know where he going until I get somewhere else and find out where he at. I didn't even know where they transferred him. Now they put a keep separate against us. So that makes you feel like, so now, let's say we got to keep separate. We can't even be nowhere near each other, in no jail, nowhere. So now, that's like a plot, a ploy to make, like, is you telling on me? Am I telling on you? Like, what's going on? So now you just got like, damn, this shit weird.
You just gotta be solid without
I ain't
knowing.
never been through no shit like this.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck?
How did that make you feel though?
Make me feel crazy. Make me feel like, fuck. The fuck is going on? The fuck is going on? Look, this is what you gotta remember. Like,
said, fuck.
I said, fuck, like, I'm done. Like, in my mind, nigga, I don't even know what I'm locked up for, really.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm done. Like, it's over. So I'm just like, that's why I'm saying, like, nigga, I gotta get with my con. I gotta get with my people at, because I don't know where the fuck I'm at. I don't even know who out there.
Yep. Well, what I hear from conspiracy is that, like you've been explaining, is that you don't even really have to do anything.
Yeah, conspiracy
just because you know somebody, you can get lumped in with whatever they have going on.
Listen,
man,
this how conspiracy work. Like, just imagine, like, it was only 2 of us that went to court. Everybody else, whoever got grabbed up, they already cooperated. It was only 2 of us going to trial. So that means they probably could have grabbed up 20 people. Everybody cooperated, separated their case, handled their case, got it thrown out, whatever they did, and it's only us 2.
Yeah.
So that's why the pressure is on the person with the least record, the least amount to lose. Like, my Cody facing 30 years or better. I'm facing 5 in between 5 and 40. And they go by a chart. So it's really like
7.
If you go to trial, it could be double. They usually give you double what your plea could have been. So they was offering me 5. So let's say I went to trial, they probably would have gave me 10.
You eat 10 and then you get out like 8.
Yeah, I ended up getting 40 months.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So while I was already fighting my shit, they dropped it down for drug offenders where it's up to the judge. So I'm fighting my shit for 3.5 years. So while I'm fighting my shit for 3.5 years, it's up to the judge. It's up to the judge discretion now. They passed it where it's a 2-point drug reduction. So basically, now that they passed the law, it's up to the judge discretion. The judge could say, I'm going to give you more than 5 years. The judge could say, I'll give you the mandatory minimum 5 years. Or the judge could say, I can go under the mandatory minimum and give you the sentencing guideline by wherever you fall on the chart. So where I fell on the chart is between this guideline, but he still had the choices to do this. So I asked my baby mother. I said, they offered me 40 months. My Cody already copped out. He facing over 30 years. He got 3 years and they offered him 5 years. You facing over 30 years. That means kicking their ass, representing himself. That's what me and he mean. Like that's why I'm mad he back in there. You represent yourself. You just kicked the Fed's ass. Facing over 30 years, representing yourself. And you taught me more than anybody I know. On some street shit and legal shit. I mean, I watched him go through some shit with his baby mama, so now I know what to do with my baby mama. Ain't my father ain't even teach me this shit. Feel me? So that shit, that jail shit different. Especially when you fucking with old heads, when old heads fuck with you. Like niggas, even the young niggas don't even want to fuck with the old heads. The old heads is like, that's how I changed. Fucking with the old heads. I didn't understand why the old heads kept fucking with me.
So you do 40 months, and this is around 2013. So
I
at what time?
I went in like 2015, and I went down 2016, and I came home 2018.
2018. Okay. So 2018. So is that when? So when did you start doing music?
Shit, I can't even. I've been doing music before that shit. Like, I would always battle rap, street corner battle rapper, battle for money, going to city, going to Philly, all over battling. Like my name's already known just for like rapping. Like, you know, he rap. I just ain't taking it serious. Like, so me and Flago used to like go to the studio. It's like right before like the Fed shit. Like we used to just go to the studio and record and just listen to the shit in the car. So, like, that was our fun.
So
Get a gallon of liquor, go to the studio, get drunk, go to the studio, listen to it in the car, go back to trapping.
so you, and with your clothing brand, so with your clothing brand is called Sincere.
So it's Wavy Goons. It's like, so that's Wavy Goons.
Okay.
Everybody know Wavy Goons. That shit right here. Like Wavy Goons. That's the Wavy Goon Mafia is like the corporation.
Corporation.
Wavy Goons is the lifestyle. The rap group is Wavy Goons. Like that's what we like. Like that's the Wavy Goons. That's like the saying. Like you feel me? It's like
But Sincere is just
Sincere is like a
it's like an under branch.
yeah, it's like a amenity
Mhm.
under Wavy Goons.
Okay.
So I got a bunch. I got Sincere. I got Rebel with Reason. I got on Crip. I do the on B's, on C's, like on logo. I do all that shit. Like, so that shit happened. Like, it took me a while. I was fucked up. I was fucked up from jail. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga. I ain't never that. I was the most disciplined I ever had in my life. So it fucked me up, but it made me better. It made me more disciplined. So basically, I ain't never complete nothing but high school before I got locked up. After I got out, I ain't never stopped completing nothing. I did everything I wrote down on the paper. I'm still doing shit I wrote down when I was still in there. Still doing it, completing it, knocking goals down, accomplishments, reaching milestones. Like I can't stop completing shit now. Anything I want to do, I just do it. So like that shit came home 2018 May. Man, this shit about to be 4 years next week. What's today?
I think the 7th.
On the 15th, on the 15th, I came home 4 years ago on the 15th. So that first year, I ain't even come outside because I came home like kind of from the hole. I got put in the hole for like the phone shit. And I beat the phone charge, but I still was in the hole for a long time. And I came home. I mean, that's a blessing right there. Beat the phone charge, come home, still make your date. Niggas be losing good time, losing a year, losing time. I ain't losing no good time. I lucked up. I spent mad time in the hole, but I lucked up. You feel me? Came home, got a job in 10 days, just worked, try to stay out the way. I was corny. I was boring. Like, fuck that nigga. Like,
Yeah, but being boring helps you get your levels up, though.
Look. Like,
doing that shit, yeah, that shit put you on.
Shit all the perception, nigga. I never stopped.
Mm-hmm.
I never stopped working. I said I got a job in 10 days and I'm working ever since. Even if I don't go to work, I'm still working. You hear me? So I was working, booty ass shift, booty ass job. Feel me? But I met some of the rawest people at that job because them niggas doing the same job as me. They raw. Feel me? Street niggas coming home from jail just like me. Raw. Understand me. Feel me? Still with me. Them niggas with me more than anything because that struggle. You feel me? If I go through a struggle with you, you ain't never gonna forget that shit, nigga. You feel me? And how we was just in the bar the other day drinking, having a good time. Like you said, shit was shaky in there, but we had a good time, right? And we had a good time. They didn't have a good time. So we gonna remember us good, and we also gonna remember they wasn't good. But back to the point, like I came home, I didn't really get going to the following year. I had to shake that shit, man. I had to shake that shit mentally. I was like a baby. I was brand new. Came out here brand new. It's like people ain't even know me. I ain't even been gone that long. I was gone for like 3.5 years, 4 years. I ain't been gone that long. Brand new. Because everything changed. The cycle changed. I went away with the cycle change. How the cycle changes, you know, that social media shit, that shit changed the whole shit. So time stopped for me. Time ain't stopped for everybody else. You feel me? So I came home. Crip is hot. You Crip. People know you. When people know you for representing something, people know what you went through, your struggle. Niggas remember when there wasn't no Crips. And you gotta hold it down. Niggas remember you gotta get jumped every day. They remember that. So now it's almost you being glorified for the shit. Like, damn, yo, this double, that's big Crip. I remember when, you feel me? I remember what he was going through to be Crip.
Mm-hmm.
I remember what he went through. So like they like, oh like fuck all these fake new Crips, nigga. Double Crip, big Crip. And I thought it was me being positive and me doing the right thing, but it probably was that. That's what it was. So but that helped the close. You feel me? I started selling Wavy Goons. This logo, this is one of the last logos for my son, Sincere. You feel me? Like I sold drinks. I was selling Wavy Goon drinks. I was the Patron Punch, Henny Punch. I did all that shit, bro. Like I did. This is a hustle, man. Like I'm a hustler, so I found out like I could sell anything. For me, because really I'm just selling me. I'm a good businessman. For me, I did good business selling drugs. I did good business selling drinks. I do good business selling custom colored garments. You feel what I'm saying? Like this shit dope. I got a good mind.
Selling yourself.
I know I'm selling myself. I'm selling Wavy Goons. Wavy Goon is basically like Young Jeezy corporate thugging. I'm corporate and I'm thugging. I'm wavy and I'm a goon. When we doing business, we gonna have the utmost great business. You feel what I'm saying? Now you want, like I told you, like we doing business. Where we at? We in Baskin Ridge. I can tell my location. It ain't gonna be a long.
Yeah, you good.
Feel me? We in Baskin Ridge in the Delta Marriott. It's nice as fuck. There ain't even people like us in here, right? So this is a nice little vibe. Out the box. We could be us, but then you still gotta go to the trenches though. You know what I'm saying? What I tell you, I'm like, you gotta go do some people from North. You gotta get them people in Plainfield. On that side, on this side, that's where you from. You gotta get everybody. You feel me? Then you gotta go out of town, go to North, gotta go to Jersey City, gotta go to Camden, gotta go to Patterson. You feel what I'm saying? It's lit. There's a lot of places you gotta go. You feel what I'm saying? So you just gotta, you gonna get there. You're gonna plug in. You just gotta meet other people that could plug you into, networking. You got it.
All right, cool. So double everything that we talked about, obviously in the music. But before we get into the music part, and you talked about going to prison and gaining life and just growing up in Newark, just growing up all around and being in Plainfield, meeting Jug. I'm aware that you're a family man.
Yeah.
So let's get into that. You have kids, correct? How many kids do you have?
I have 4 kids. I got 3 girls, 1 boy. Yeah, it's a lot of kids. And they all like close to age.
So how old are your kids?
So my oldest should be 10 coming up. And my youngest, all my 3 youngest in the same age, like they like in the same age group. They all turned 2 this year.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
They all turned 2?
Yeah. So I got like
You bugging the fuck out.
Yeah, I came home and I spread my loins expeditiously.
So you got 3 kids. Well, you have 4, but 3 of them are all 2.
3 of them going to be all 2 this year. Yeah.
So what are the birthdays?
I don't want to spit out all the birthdays and shit, but I won't put out too much information. But basically, they all got different mothers. Like, you feel me? So it's not an ideal situation. It's not something that's cool. It's not something to brag about, but it's my situation. And you feel me? I make the best of it. I love all my kids. You feel me? I'm in all my kids' lives. I do the best I can. I ain't Future. I ain't none of them motherfuckers that motherfuckers be like comparing to people trying to be funny. Like, I ain't got millions of dollars. You feel me? But I'm rich hearted. You feel me? I know what to get these kids that I ain't get. You feel me? So I'm gonna make sure I do that. But I stand on that. So it's not an ideal situation, but so shout out to my to all my children mothers. Like, you feel me? Like, shout out to them, because at the end of the day, I take accountability for the I'm gonna say I take accountability for, because it's not an ideal situation. So we all gotta compromise. So at the end of the day, that shit wild, but it worked for me. You feel me? I ain't on child support. You feel me? As of now, that shit go. But
That shit can happen whenever,
that shit
fam.
can happen whatever. But at the end of the day, I stay on top of my shit, like, as best as I can, to do what I gotta do. Like, my children come first, man. That's the reason that all this shit keep going. That's you see the shit I'm wearing. It's my son name. My son name's Sincere. This is shit. You feel me? So hopefully one day he starts selling his own shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I set it up for him. You feel me? So this shit right here made a lot of money. You feel me? For Sincere. So, you know what I mean? He gonna have something for him. You know what I mean? So that's the most important. You know what I mean? Just to be there for my kids, spend time with them. And it's rough. It's rough. These niggas can't even handle one baby moms, man. You feel me? So imagine what I'm going through, and the mental capability it takes to even do this shit. Like, this shit king shit. You feel me? You in a hotel eating sushi, drinking top shelf. You feel me? And I got 4 kids. If I ain't with you, I ain't here with you. You feel me? Usually I'll be with my kids. Like, as of like lately, I've been with my kids the majority of the time. So, like I said, we here drinking top shelf, eating sushi. When I'm with my kids, nigga, we drinking the best and eating the best too. They drinking when they drink oat milk, top shelf oat milk. You feel me? They getting the best fries in the world. You feel me? The best chicken tenders in town. You feel me? That's what my kids gonna eat. You feel me? I'm wearing this shit, custom shit, snake shit on it. My kids gonna have it, custom shit, snake shit on it. You feel me? And whatever I do, they gonna do. I wanna rap, act, sing, whatever I'm gonna do, they gonna do that shit too. You feel me? And that's what I'm on. I'm on leading the way. I'm being a leader.
So,
Yeah, get
well,
creative.
first I want to say,
I surprised you with that one, huh?
yeah, no, that's no, it's not even about being surprised. It's just like, it's always nice to hear like a black man talking about loving their children. You don't hear it, like, you hear it, but like, it's not put out as much.
Yeah.
So it's always a nice, it's like a deep rooted, I'm black. So you know what I'm saying? Like, and I got a kid on the way.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's always a nice thing to hear, and it puts you in a perspective as a black man to just start thinking about your legacy and start thinking about, your personal beliefs. So it's not about being surprised. It's just more so like, it's nice to hear. You know what I'm saying? Because the stigma of the black man is like, oh, we don't do this, we don't do that. But that's not true. I don't care what nobody say. That's not true. You know what I'm saying?
We was talking about off camera, majority rule, man. So as much as we want to say it ain't true, because we men, we gotta think logical. We gotta look at history. We gotta look at our peers. We gotta look at our own fucking fathers. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
well, I will give you this type of knowledge. If you didn't know this, okay, and you didn't know this, I might strike some audience. It turns out that actually, like about at least 50% of Black men are single with no kids. Now, it's also a study that Black men are the most turns out they're the most like stepped in when it comes to like they're the most involved with their children when it comes to sports, when it comes to things of that nature. Black men are actually like number one when it comes to that.
So why
Now,
do you think we should get so much of a negative stigma
well,
if you just spit the
the
statistics
re-
out and the statistics don't match what a lot
well,
of
do you
people
want to know
say?
why? Because the reason why is because that is now, and we're still fighting off the stereotype of then. Now, what is then? Then is back in the 90s, back
The
in the
crack epidemic and
80s,
the heroin
back in the
epidemic where
70s. We're fighting off about 3 decades of history where men are incarcerated.
you think that's where it started?
Oh, yes.
So you
Because
don't
at
think,
the time, because
so
of
you
the,
don't think we fighting still like slavery shit?
oh, we're still fighting slavery shit, but that is so minuscule to what we're fighting within the Black community itself. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We're at a point where, like you said, like I said, we're at a point now where the statistics are showing that we are doing what we're supposed to do, but we're fighting off about 30 years of what we didn't do. So we only got about 10, 15, 20 years of what we're doing.
When we go back to it, when I say majority rule, how you feel about when I say majority rule?
Majority rule, I don't give a fuck because we doing what we're supposed to do now.
So when I say majority rule,
that's like with racism. White people want people, white people like, oh, we're doing good now. We're doing good now. And we're not being racist now. Low key, there are still states where wherever you go, it still has the sundown rule. Absolutely. Where you're supposed to be inside before sundown or else white people will fuck you up. Now,
still white only signs probably.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the same situation just within the Black community. We're still fighting a stigma that is still
we still fighting ourselves.
Yeah, we're still fighting us, and we shouldn't be. We really shouldn't be.
Who else fighting with them?
50% single and childless. Don't even have kids. That's 50%.
Where they at?
Where they at? They're making like 50K, they're making like 60K.
Now you know what? What it is?
The average Black man makes about $55,000 a year.
You know what it is? Yeah, yes, you know your statistics. Your statistics is crazy. You know what it is though? It's the community, man. Now, you got the Black people that's in this community. You got the Black people that's out of the community. You probably got Black people that's we don't know what the fuck going on with them. You feel me? But in this community, statistics is different. In this community, the statistics is different. We don't know what's going on over there. So when they blend it all together, that ain't the statistics of where the fuck we at. Where the fuck we at, statistics all fucked up.
Yeah. Which is the streets.
The inner city.
Urban area.
Do your inner city statistics. It'd be different.
Over there it's crazy. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna say
the inner city statistics gonna be different from your overall statistics. You talking about overall in a place where me and you ain't never even been in, talking about these Black people.
Nah, I've been in it.
Not saying we ain't never been in certain places. I'm just saying you count the statistics of people you never seen or don't know.
Okay.
So look, let's count the statistics of the people we know. Let's just say out of these 100 people.
Yeah.
Of the people, of these 100, this 100 that we know, that we the small, out of this 100, how many of them thumbs up? How many of them thumbs down?
Yeah.
Statistics different from the overall community we don't even be in and we don't even know about. Like, right? We were just talking about, I live in a different community now. I got my shit up out the hood. So I'm in this community. I'm like I told you, I'm the only fucking gangster right around here. I walk outside, nuts hanging. fuck gonna happen over here? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My shit. It's my shit. I pay all this money. This is my shit.
So
I say that to say this, like, when I got to this community, I realized it was the different statistics from this community. I ain't been over here that long. You feel me?
So let me ask you this: like, having your kids and living a life as a father, like, what does that have? What does that have? What has that done to put you in a position? Like, has it like pushed you to,
Shit
when you
made me
first had your kids?
soft.
You said it made you soft.
Soft as hell. Man. Soft. Shit soft. Soft, man. I just came from prison. Niggas going crazy. That shit made me soft. I just came before prison. He was in the streets. My best friend died before I left. I mean, we wasn't even. I was doing my own thing. He was doing his own thing. You feel me? So that shit fucked me up. So basically, my kids, all of them was needed. Soften me all the way up. Humble me all the way down. Humble me. Humble me, man. I was like, I came home. I thought it was lit. I'm making a certain amount of money. I needed them kids. Cause I would have went back and did the same shit, bro. I would have went back and did the same shit. Kids slow me down. They can't pop. Yo, over here, over here. Whoa. What? Now, I ain't go outside for a while. You hear me? My whole life changed because of them kids. That's what I needed. Because I don't know where I'm going. I don't even know how I got here. I'm supposed to still be in jail, man. I'm supposed to still be in jail. I had to wake up and fight. I had to wake up and listen to somebody else tell me to go do something. Yo, go to the law library. This nigga telling me to go to the law library for a reason. I don't even know why I'm going, but I'm going to just go. So I'm going to go to the law library. I'm going to ask people, look, my man sent me to the law library. I don't know what the fuck I'm here. I need to be here because this is what I got to do. And I learned. So the sad part is, through all these trials and tribulations, that's how I learned my shit. That's how I maneuver. I learned. I ain't have no life experiences. Feel me? I ain't have somebody telling me what to do next. So I had to fuck up and figure out I fucked up, so not to do that, I gotta do it this way. Trials and tribulations, man. Shit made me who I am, made me a better man. I take all accountability for everything I did. I stand on everything I did. I face everything I did. And if I was wrong, I'm man enough to apologize. If I did something I ain't proud of, I can admit it. I can face myself. I can look in the camera and face myself. Like, I don't feel no type of way because I live righteous now. You feel what I'm saying? I stand on what I did. If I fucked up, I fucked up. I'm probably gonna pay for it, or I paid for it already. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. Like, this shit, them kids, my kids made me. I wasn't nothing without them. You feel what I'm saying? So I fight for my kids. I fight for me. Be me.
Word.
Word.
So going on from that, now you make music. We know you make music. I know you make music.
Yeah, that shit cool.
So I've looked at your music discography and I've seen that you work with like a lot of people, a couple people, a few people. Now I know you make music with Jug. I know there's a song and you made a music video called Spinning, correct?
Yeah, that shit fire.
ASAP,
shout out to ASAP with the camera. He crazy.
ASAP shot that?
Yeah, ASAP shot Spinning.
Cool.
That shit is a movie.
So how did you come upon making music with Jug?
Jug, like I said, man, like me and Jug was on, like, that's the comrade. So like from back then. So when I came home, nigga, this shit was inevitable. I had to. I was already home. Jug came in, Jug hot, Jug fire. So that shit like alley oop. If he was home before me, he would have did the same motherfucking thing. Just alley oop, nigga. Let's work. Let's get busy. Shit, we going to the studio. We coming like tomorrow, 2 days. We gonna be in there. So I work with a lot of people, man. I like to work with people I know. Let's get busy. Like I'm working with you. I met you. Not even on me trying to do this type of shit. So I work with everybody that I know that's doing something. They got something going. I work with them. You feel me? Especially if you connected to me. If you my cousin and you do music, we doing music. You feel what I'm saying? You my homie. And you got something going on. We doing music. We doing music. Cause we connected. I'm gonna uplift you. Hope maybe you can uplift me. You feel me? Like that's how. And it's networking within. You feel me? I'm gonna stream your music. I'm gonna listen to your shit. If the shit ass, I'm still listening to the shit because you my peoples. I'm gonna tell you the shit ass.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because you're a better man than me. Because if someone's shit is ass, I'll tell them it's ass, and I'm not listening to it.
Ain't
Give it
about
1,000.
bro. So I don't listen to nothing. I don't watch TV. I don't listen to mainstream music. I don't follow the trend. I don't follow celebrities. So I ain't into none of that shit. I'm only into what I'm into.
Who you fuck with? Yeah.
Who I fuck with. So I'm gonna stream Jug music. I'm gonna stream GMAC music. I'm gonna stream my God's music. I'm gonna stream my own damn music. I listen to myself to see what I need to work on, what I need to change. What my last shit was. Like I ain't really listening to other people like that unless they one of my colleagues or somebody put me on them and I fuck with them. I like to have relationships. I ain't niggas be supporting these celebrities and these celebrities don't even fucking know you. You don't know the motherfuckers. Like, I like Lil Baby. I like Lil Durk. I like what they do, but I'm not sitting here buying a Lil Baby fan T-shirt, streaming his music, going to his concert, pulling up to his hood. The nigga ain't doing what he doing for me. What he doing for my community? What he doing? Like I ain't doing all that. Yeah, I'm gonna go fuck with Jug on the east in the playing field because that's my comrade. Yeah, I go to Jug hood, it's like it's my hood. You feel me? And there's other places in the playing field and in Newark and in Irvington and Jersey City I could go and that's like my neighborhood because I fuck with somebody that's from there. You feel me? I ain't trying to fuck with no low level motherfucker on the corner. And how I'm gonna go fuck with you, right? Let's just say I'm coming to see Veda, right? I'm coming to see you in your hood. You gotta be somebody. You feel what I'm saying? If I'm coming over there, chill over there, nigga, my body gotta be safe. My body is on you. You feel what I'm saying? That's a big responsibility. Yeah. You gotta think when I'm in Jug hood, like I'm gonna use Jug as an example, only because that's our mutual friend. I don't like keep name dropping people and shit like that, but that's my guy. So if I'm in Jug hood, Jug responsible for me. You ain't got no choice. You gotta answer to it's like if something happened to me, you gotta answer to something. You gotta answer to that. He know that. That's respect. That's why he a type of nigga. If you ain't good, he ain't gonna let you. He gonna tell you. Like, I don't know if you wanna go over there. That's how raw he is. For me, I don't just stand for him. That stand for my other comrade. That stand for Lalo. For me, that stand for people in other cities, other places. I got niggas all over. Nigga, I was just in the feds. Niggas all over the country I can go see. You feel what I'm saying? I got my homies hold me down in certain spots in Camden. Nigga, this gang shit is all over. That if you and it don't necessarily got to do with being a gang. It also got to do with being a man. And if you count, like people know when your body count. You know what I mean by that? That slang. When your body count, like when you somebody.
Yeah.
Not body count, like
no, not what you like done, but I'm saying like your body count, like what you
something,
like what you do
body,
for the
Nipsey
people.
Died. Like you see
what you do for the people.
You see what happened when Nipsey died?
Yeah,
like
shambles.
Real talk. Like that shit was crazy. Like that shit was crazy. Like nigga, my man Flago died. Nigga, that shit was crazy. Shit was crazy. He was a good dude. Like nigga, somebody take me out my fucking glory, nigga. Like you said, I'm a family man. I'm a businessman. I'm an artist. Fuck you taking me out my glory for, nigga. I ain't trapping no more. But your past can catch up with you. You feel what I'm saying? You got hatred. You got all that envy. You got jealousy. You got women. The shit we saying off camera about. I seen this shit. I seen the raw shit. You might like this shit right here. I seen this raw shit. LL Cool J said. He said. He said. You gotta damn near kill yourself to prove yourself to other men when you're good looking, when you're handsome, you got good mannerisms. He said you gotta damn near kill yourself to prove yourself to men, to other men, if that's what you want to do. I ain't gotta prove myself to other men, but I got the point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So,
but what were we talking about? What was the question?
Talking about music. Don't worry, I got everything.
Sorry, let me give it.
In here.
Like working with people, right?
Yeah, just working with Jug, but also.
Oh, my bad.
You go ahead. Yeah, working with Jug. Yeah, you explain what it was like and why you work with him. There's another person you work with. You work with Knight.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that? Can you talk about how you met Knight and what it's like working with Knight?
Yeah, Knight cool. I met Knight through my homegirl. So like my homegirl, like she was for a fly with him. So like she like so I know somebody that you like probably like really like the music with. She seen that I was going, like she like, you turned up, like you on your shit, so you should fuck with this dude. So she introduced. I was like, I don't just be doing like I just told you, I don't just be doing music with people I don't really know. So I was like, I gotta meet him first. Like, I gotta know what type of nigga he is. Like, meet him. So he was cool. He was alright dude. Did different things. Like he helped me with my music. Like I'ma say like not necessarily like how niggas write your music and that like that. I'ma say he just helped me challenge myself. Excuse me. By him being a different type of artist, it helped me be comfortable to do different type of music. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. I appreciate him for you know what I'm saying? Like he basically like showing me a different way to do music. You know what I'm saying? So he cool. We got a tape together, Trap Rhythm and Blues Blood. We dropped that. And then we got a single called Leave If You Want To that I dropped in November. That's probably like one of my most streamed songs. That shit dope as fuck. That shit alright. So yeah, we write good music together. So like real talk, like business wise, like man, that was like crazy. Like music, writing music, it was a good chemistry because of camaraderie, how we met. You know what I'm saying? So he got introduced to me through a good person. Just like how I met you. I met you through a good person. I met him through a good person. How I met ASAP through Knight. And ASAP shot majority of my videos. ASAP probably got like 5, 6 videos in with me. You feel what I'm saying? And he established relationships through me. Like that shit is dope. So all that came through. Like so I would say that was a good networking. Good dude to network with. It helped me network with other people and also step my music. Like, step your music up. Like, niggas ain't afraid to say like I'm a rapper. But now people say like shit, I'm an artist. You know what I mean? I always wrote different type of music, but I couldn't perform it. So he cool. You know what I mean? Shouts to Knight. You know what I mean? I ain't really like I ain't speak to him in a little minute. We ain't as fly as we used to be. Feel me? Respectfully. But
yeah, people got their own shit going on.
Yeah, like to me, man, like I'm raw. You feel me? So I don't fuck about that negative shit. You feel me? I'm gonna remember the good shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? We got a nice ass tape. We got a nice ass single. And we had a good relationship. So that's how I look at it. Like that shit it cool with me as far as that.
As far as that. Yeah.
As that, like you feel me? Respectfully.
Yeah, so you also had a tape. I'm not sure. Now you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not sure if this is your tape, but it was a tape that when I looked up on Apple Music. It's called Jersey Drill.
Yeah, that was my tape.
That was your tape, okay?
Yeah, that was my first solo tape. Like I dropped that shit. I think in May 2020. I dropped that shit a couple years ago. Jersey Drill. That shit fire.
Yeah.
That shit hard.
Not necessarily there's not Jersey club music or Jersey drill music because Jersey. Now it's Jersey club and then there's Jersey drill. You know what I'm saying?
So it's not Jersey club drill.
Mm-mm.
This is really before the Jersey drill really was
A wave.
Yeah. So it's when I first came home. Before I went live, everybody knew about drill music, Chief Keef, and all that shit. So it was just kind of like a tape. It was just like a theme tape. It was just like what was going on at the time. So it was New Jersey drill. I'm from Jersey and I got drill. I named it New Jersey drill instead of like New Jersey. I would have named like New Jersey Drive, but I think somebody else probably named they take New Jersey Drive before. So I said New Jersey drill. So I kind of like made a play off the cover of New Jersey Drive and made my cover and had a New Jersey drill. Like I feel like it was just at that time. What that was 2020. So like that was right like that was like I think that was pre-pandemic. I don't know. I think
Yeah.
that was right before the pandemic, if I'm mistaken. So it was like that shit did good. I liked it. The shit. You feel me? I really trying to just gave drill my side, my New Jersey vision. You feel what I'm saying? So I had like some drill records on there. I had a couple regular records on there too. But I feel like it was kind of like drill. It was it's kind of like drill mixed with like regular, you know what I mean? Regular shit. It's little drill in there. It was just more of a theme tape.
So it's more of a theme.
I feel like it was more of a theme tape for me. Like you feel me? Like I was just
Like
on
you're setting like a tone.
absolutely. That's what I thought I was. Yeah, I'm setting the tone. I was setting it like I'm not saying I ain't create New Jersey drill. I'm not the New Jersey. I did it. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, I think I went with the theme. You feel what I'm saying? I think I just had the theme and it was cool. I think I had the theme that went with when I came home, what I was going, what I was doing. So I think that shit was cool. And another thing, I don't pay attention to what nobody else got going on. I don't listen to other artists like that, other than people that I know and people that I want to stream, that I want to see win. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's so I wouldn't even know what somebody else got going on. I just know what I had going on. I feel like that shit was fire.
Yeah.
The tracks, cover, all that.
Word. Yes, sir.
Just talking about music and shit.
Yes,
Who I
we
work
were
with.
talking about music. We were talking about Night. You finished off with Night. So, see, I'm really good with memory. I got a good
Absolutely,
memory.
you got better memory than me.
Drama. Now we're not going to talk about that, but that was just an insider. There we go. So, going off from that, talking about Night. So now I pulled up a song on my phone because I got to keep it in remembrance of what's going on. So, you had a song with Kitty Kravitz.
Yeah, I just dropped that like last week.
Okay, see, I'm on it, fam.
Yeah.
So, what came about that song? Like, how did that happen?
Shit. Kitty is fucking crazy. Like, I like her. She dope as hell, man. She weird. I like weird people. You feel me? I like people that do their thing, be themselves. So I ain't even do no music. She hit me like when I first came home. I ain't even do no music. I was doing like some online freestyle shit. I did like some IG freestyle. She was like, I got this song, and she sent me the song. It was just a hook. And I'm like, this shit is too crazy. I just got out of jail. I'm too hard for this. Like this shit. I'm like missing you, man. I'm fucking thugging, man. I ain't missing nobody. Like I just got here. How the fuck who I'm missing? So
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So me just being cool and shit, I couldn't even tell her I couldn't do it. So I just was like, yeah, all right, I got you. I was like, when I get in the studio, I'll hit you. This before I even popped out for real. I'm just working, staying out the way. So then I started popping out, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do the music. I couldn't do the harmonizing shit. I couldn't do the melodies. I wasn't listening to music. You feel me saying? I wasn't listening to music.
Feeling it.
It wasn't me at the time. I was emotionless. Like that's another thing. Like people say I was emotionless. Like I'm too hard. But I don't. My appearance is not that. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't. They say I don't show emotion very well. You feel what I'm saying? That's why, like, you feel me? You see how we laid like the carpet out for you?
Yeah.
That's how I show my love.
Mm.
You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be sitting here texting you all, hey man, you're the best guy in the world.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
Face to face.
A face to face interaction, real life, real life. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm.
So when you came here, we mad shit laid out for you. Time of my life, nigga. We in here for hours, macking, drinking, eating, talking off camera. Like that's what that shit about. So with Kitty, I couldn't even like couldn't fuck with that shit until I went through some shit. You feel what I'm saying? I had to go through these emotions. I had to get these emotions back. So this shit flew it just started growing. It took 3 years to do that song.
3 years.
It took
That's
3 years.
insane.
It took 3 years to do a verse. I just did a verse on it. Just the hook in a verse.
Mm.
So with that,
What were you feeling when you? Sorry to interrupt. What were you feeling when you got in the booth to actually make that verse?
I done been in the booth and tried to do it and scratched it. But when I finally did it, I was in my bag. When I finally did it, I already done did melody music. I already done did soft. I ain't gonna say soft music, but commercial music or music for the ladies or something like that. I already had tapped into it by the time I revisited it. When I first got it, it wasn't happening. Couldn't even get it out. You feel me? And I wrote music like that. I wrote, you know what I mean, all types of different type of records, but I couldn't perform them. So all the records that I wrote when I couldn't perform, I just started testing them, trying to perform them. So that's how we got Missing You 3 years later. I feel like it's dope. Shout out to Kitty, your crazy ass.
Word. So what would you say are your biggest accomplishments, dealing with when it comes to music?
My biggest accomplishments when it comes to music got me in every door. Music got me everywhere.
Yeah.
You feel me? Music got me with this merch. Music got me in the magazine 2 times. Music got me in interviews. Music got me in different states. Music got me battles. I done did battles. I was taking niggas commissary bags. Niggas ain't want to battle me in jail. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, niggas used to have to try to find niggas to battle me. I would murder anybody. Like, it was like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I got commissary bags like this under my bed from county to county. You know what I'm saying? Going on to the feds. Couldn't even find nobody that wanted to rap with me, man. Like, it was that serious because the confidence before I even rap is just, oh, nah. Yeah. And I've been known for that. Like, since I was like 14, 15, I've been known for rapping. I just ain't have no records. I just been known for actually rapping on face to face. I like that real shit, that interaction. Like that's why I be winning. That's how I win now. That's how I make my money now. I got wavygoons.com. I ain't never sell nothing off that shit. All I do is I sell this shit hand to hand and then I promote online. So now that's what we taking Wavy Goons. That's what we revamp Wavy Goons. You know what I mean? We introduce Black Sheep and Black Sheep Fitness and Black Sheep Podcast. I mean, that's where I'm going. Wavy Goons, Sincere, on Crip, on Bees, Rebel with Reason, all that shit. All these amenities is all under Wavy Goon Mafia. It's all under the umbrella of the corporation. So that's how we moving. Like we want. I really did it all like that because I wanted all my niggas to have they shit. Like I wanted my nigga to have this shit. He run the fitness shit. Had my nigga he run the clothing shit. We the rappers. I just wanted to be a rapper and have other people appoint other people to do other shit, but it don't always work like that. So I end up doing all that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I realized when you want something, you gotta go get that shit. Ain't nobody gonna go get it. Ain't nobody checking for me. So if they ain't checking for me, I gotta make sure they see me. Right?
Word. So going on from that, we talked about We were talking about so fucking much.
Off camera, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Off camera
I'm gonna
and
interview
on
you.
camera.
I'm about to interview you, yeah, on the hood.
So going on from that, like what would be you know, because finishing up, what would be talked about music, talked about everything. What would be your like if you could give the audience, you know, your fans, like the people, what one last message, you know, one last message that they could take from this interview, what would it be?
Man, be your motherfucking self, man. Be yourself. Like niggas doing all this gangster shit. That shit ain't gangster shit. Like you think that's gangster shit. Like we ain't live by that shit, man. The people I grew up under ain't live by that shit, man. Be yourself, man. Be creative. Stop being a follower. Lead. See what I'm saying? Now everybody followed at one point in their life, but don't be a follower. You know what I'm saying? Lead. If you ain't able to lead, you know what I'm saying? Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I want people to tell people to do is, you know what I mean, do your hobbies, man. Do your crafts, man. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do this, you can't do that. Start a business. You know what I'm saying? Take care of them kids, my niggas. Ladies, let them niggas take care of their kids. You feel what I'm saying? If you got a deadbeat, fuck that nigga. You gotta do it, you gotta do it. My mama did it. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta do it too. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you niggas got a fucked up baby mama, so what? You fucked her. So, you gotta deal with that shit, man. You put dick in her. Put a baby in her. So take care of the baby. Deal with what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? I go through hell. So what? I did that shit. And I stand on everything I did. So I gotta get it right. I gotta make it right. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gotta sit here and kiss no ass. All I gotta do is do what the fuck I'm supposed to do and keep it on the up and up, keep it righteous, keep it respectful. Make sure nothing happened to my baby moms. Man, you know what I'm saying? Make sure none of these niggas disrespect my baby moms. You feel what I'm saying? Like, even if I don't fuck with them. That don't mean you could disrespect with them. You know what I mean? I mean you could disrespect them because that's really disrespecting me. That's why I put a child in, even if I ain't want it. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't want to do all that, we ain't want to go that far. That's what I did. It happened. So I want niggas to, you know what I mean, respect our black women, man. Like respect the black women, man. Even because they been through some shit, and we put them through some shit. I put my peoples through a lot of shit. You feel what I'm saying? And now just because I changed and now I'm living righteous, don't mean everything gotta always go on the up and up for me. That's what I'm learning. You feel what I'm saying? We was talking about that just because I changed, just because I'm getting my shit together, what about all the fucked up shit I did? That shit still gotta come around. So I might get even that's why I gotta pay it forward. I gotta pay forward my blessings to counter all that bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't live like that no more. I ain't worried about getting killed because I ain't doing no bullshit. I ain't hustling. I ain't killing people. Fuck, I'm worried about being killed. I can't go over here. Gotta be fucking shitting me if I can't go over here. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going over there. If you gonna kill me for going over there, that's on you, nigga. You gotta show me. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do that to you. So you shouldn't do it to me. But that ain't how I work out here. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So like sometimes got to be weird, but I want people to know, you feel me? Follow your dreams. Do what you do. There's levels to this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody ain't a billionaire. Everybody ain't a millionaire. Everybody ain't 100,000-aire. You feel what I'm saying? That 50K, that 25K, all that shit good money. You feel what I'm saying? You can make that shit legitimate. You feel me? So if you could trap, if you could hustle, you could sell clothes, you could sell swag, you could sell you. That's all I do. I sell me, nigga. I sell personality. Sell personality. I sell positivity. You feel me? They motherfuckers buying for me because I'm a good father. They buying for me because I'm real. They supporting real. They want to keep me out the streets. They want to keep me out of jail. They want to keep me out of casket. So whatever I'm doing, then people want to support me. You feel me? Because they fuck with me. They fuck with how I live. They fuck with how I move. You feel what I'm saying? So if you envy that, or if you feel that you don't get the love that you should want, that you want, then maybe you gotta make some changes, man. That's all I do. I change daily and adapt. I want to shout out On the Rise. I want to shout out Vader. That's my man. Y'all gonna always see him around. I want everybody to fuck with him, cause you know what I mean. Networking, he family. That's how I work. Feel me? And he from around. He from Jersey, man. I know you was tearing fucking New York up and shit. You was upstate. You was upstate, but let's bring it back home. You feel me?
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. That's what I be thinking about every day.
Yeah, we gonna help you.
Word. I appreciate it.
You already.
I appreciate it. But thank you for having me.
Cheers, man.
It's
Good.
much appreciated.
You might put
I drank my whole cup. Like everybody can see. I drank my whole shit. I still cheers. I drink my whole shit. But with that being said, it's your boy Vader is on the rise, and we out.
Yeah.